In this video, I will share with you the top 7 effective networking tips that will open future career growth opportunities for you even if you are a shy or an introverted personality. Why you should network? Let's understand that first. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know these days. Because for your career advancement, for your job hunt, networking skills are the key. So time to jump into the 7 top effective networking tips. Tip number 1, you have to find out your differentiator. As I always talk about this, unless you know about your USP, what are you going to talk about with the top management professionals? So, what are you good at? What makes you credible? And what you can be paid for? What is that skill which you have mastered and you can be paid for? You need to find out. That's step number 1. Step number 2 and the most effective tip is to find out those people who are in the ranks of your expertise from your industry. The differentiator you have found in the first step, you go to just search that on LinkedIn. Let's say if I take an example of my case, here I have a career grooming as my subject. And when I search that on LinkedIn, I can find out the top relevant people who are writing content on that and who are the thought leaders. So it's the similar step you have to adopt if you have to go to the next step in your career. Tip number 3. You have to actually go on and find out the interest areas, desires and pain points of these people who you have connected with. These top management professionals, what are they reading, what kind of articles they are writing and where are they surfing. So you have to find out all those things so that you can actually move to the tip number 4 accordingly. Yes, here once you have researched about these people, what are their interest areas, what are their pain points and what are their challenges, now you go to publish content on that particular subject. Yes, you heard it right. When you start publishing a content on those topics, you will catch their eyeballs. Now they are watching you and they are consistently watching you because you have to show some consistency in writing the content. Let's say you pick up a video as your content method, because that's the method which I generally adopt, simply because that creates an intimacy between the listener and the speaker. So continuously do that for 90 days, post an article, write a blog or shoot a video and then see the results you're gonna get from this kind of an exercise. Tip number 5. Here, you have to make a list of those top management professionals who have started engaging on your content. Yes, you published a content in form of a video, in form of an article, in form of a blog. Now, some of the top management professionals from the similar industry, please make a note of it. They have to be from your own industry. You go to form a list of top 10 professionals and send them a DM. A direct message on LinkedIn, on Facebook, whichever social media platform you are using. Over there, they are going to respond. At least a couple of people will respond to you. And at that moment, you're going to move to the tip number 6, which is the most important tip and it requires a bit of preparation, is to prepare an elevator pitch, that 2-minute pitch, because these people do not have much time. If you sneak in 10 minutes from their busy schedule, they might have to rush out in next 5 minutes or 6 minutes as well. So you have to prepare an elevator pitch which is less than 2 minutes and you go to put your message across in a quick succession. That will help them understand you, your personality and what you have to offer them. What is in it for them, you go to prepare for that in the elevator pitch. That is your tip number 6. Tip number 7, last but not the least, once you have established a rapport, once you have shown them what you have to offer on the table, now you can ask these top management professionals to add you to their network, where they go and communicate, where they go and network with other senior management professionals, and that will help you expand your context, expand your network, and hence you will be able to establish more and more career opportunities for yourself. So, to summarize the top 7 effective tips of networking, I talked about tip number 1, which is to find out your differentiator. What are you good at? What makes you a subject matter expert? Tip number 2 is to build a list of these top professionals who are belonging to the same expertise, the same area which excites you, which interests you. Tip number 3, you have to publish the content by researching their interest areas. What are they excited about? What are they reading? Where are they surfing? So you're going to find out their pain points, their challenges, their interest areas. Tip number 4, you have to publish the content relevant to these topics consistently for 90 days, for 100 days. You can take a challenge for yourself and see who are those people who are engaging on that content. That is tip number 5. The people who are engaging on that content consistently, you got to form a list of those 10 to 15 people and then DM them. You have to send a direct message to these people. You can expect a reply from them. And then last but not the least, tip number 6 is to create a great elevator pitch, a 2-minute or a less than 2-minute elevator pitch to create a great first impression, because these people have a limited amount of time. You have to utilize that amount of time and maximize on that. Last but not the least, tip number 7 is to actually ask for a favor. And that you can do by creating a great first impression and then asking for addition of your profile into their network. They will never say no to it if you have added value to their area of work or their life. If you have understood them well, they will definitely add you to their network, and that will open multiple career opportunities for you, my friend. Make sure. If you are feeling your career growth got stuck for the past few years, but you desire to grow big and want to get that deserving promotion and success, DM me. I want to grow on LinkedIn, and I will show you the exact proven formula which helped 50 plus of my students go to the next level of their career and achieve their deserving career within 12 weeks of implementing my techniques. Now, if you want to know the technique to get your deserving salary hike without even asking for it, check out the video on your screen.